So apparently modern women love getting scammed. And as long as the man looks good and is telling them exactly what they want to hear, it doesn't matter if he's scamming them. It doesn't matter if they even know that he's scamming them. They will support him. And this is exactly what Derrick Jaxn has shown us over the last couple of weeks, that he will have loyal supporters and he will be able to make money off of women even when those same women know that he's lying to them and know that he's using them. Why? Because they would love to be his side piece. They would love to be his fling, even if it was only for a moment. Now, the cold part about Derrick Jaxn is, although it's come out that his good boy, black men don't cheat persona was literally a persona, and that he is the cheating F-boy that he warns women about. The craziest thing about this whole scenario is that he's not being canceled. Modern women, and especially black women, know how to cancel men. Oh, they know how to shut a man down who they don't like, who they think is colorist, texturist, misogynist, misogynoir, don't like his mama. They know how to cancel the dude they don't like. But it seems that in the case of Derrick Jaxn, he's not really being canceled. I mean, you do have some women who are like, okay, this dude's a fraud. You do have some more women backing away, but he's still getting support. How do I know this? He just posted a video like 2-3 days ago. And the comments in there, the thirst and the dreaming and the accolades, they're still rolling out, despite the fact that he has been known to cheat on his wife multiple times. He has been known to be the man that he was warning all these women against. But they don't care. Why? Because he looks good. Because many of these women hope that they are the next fling. Mr. Obsidian in the book of Obsidian made this point, that there is a different tax for F-boys. That the F-boys, the Pookie and Ray Ray types that women complain about but love to sleep with, they live under a different set of rules. They live under a different set of criteria. He breaks this down on his book. And I think he was brilliant to say that because it's so true. The reality is Derrick Jaxn is a prime example of how women will apply a different set of rules to the men that they like, to the men that they find sexually attractive, to the men that tell them the sweet lies. And so women love being scammed. Women love being scammed by these kind of men. Why do we know this? Because they don't cancel them. Because they continue to support them. Because they continue to make excuses for them. Because they want to sleep with these men. Because they want to be with these women. Because they want to be that woman on his side, even if it's just for a moment. And this is the aspect of toxic femininity that is rarely talked about, or that is rarely addressed, but is very, 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 very true. This is also why you have some men grabbing their passports. Because when they see this, when they see women complain and say, you guys cheat, men cheat too much, modern men don't want to commit. When men hear women complain about that, and then at the same time see these very same women support a guy who has been shown to cheat multiple times, they're like, SYSBN, grab your passports, go travel abroad. These women are hypocrites. This is what some men are thinking. And while I know this is not the case for every woman, I know there are women out there who have common sense and are just like, this dude is a fraud, I can't get next to him. The issue is, if there's not enough women with common sense willing to speak up and say, hey, we have to have some standards. If there aren't enough women to stand up and say that and start to talk about the way it hurts us when we promote men who have been shown to be dishonest, then it impacts everybody's image. And then everybody is left thinking that modern women, and especially black women, are hypocrites. And so this is the issue with even being silent and being quiet when it comes to these different things. Silence becomes complicity. And so really at the end of the day, women like being scammed, and women love being scammed by the men that they like, by the men that look good, and by the men that tell them sweet lies. And this also affirms the 80-20 rule, right? That there's a majority of women go after a minority of men. And then when that minority of men tend to screw the majority of women over, then now all men are to blame. And I know when you break it down like that, yeah, you may say, oh, this is Chez, you're crazy, this isn't right. But y'all, we have to look at this situation and say, look, the way Derrick Jaxn has been handled, If he was an average looking dude, if he wasn't pandering to woman, if he was just your average guy, maybe working a 9 to 5, wasn't as good looking, y'all already know he would not have gotten the support that he got. But the reason he gets a pass is because he looks good and because he tells women what they want. It's easy to pander to us, and it's easy to scam women. And even when that person is telling you that they're scamming you, some of y'all will still believe it. Because you would rather believe sweet lies than face the hard truth. And that is very, very, very sad, because the only thing that is going to help you is the truth. It's the truth that sets you free. Not believing some sweet lies that aren't going to lead to any real result. It is the truth. And unless we start to push back against this kind of blatant scamming and say, hey, we're better than this. Women are better than this. Women need to raise their standards. Unless that happens, you're going to see more women get scammed. And you're going to see more men making money off of telling and selling sweet lies. And the bigger issues that impact women, the lack of relationship skills, maybe the different trauma and the inability to trust men and know how to get along with men, the inability to know how to pick, the lack of self-care, the lack of spiritual awareness, the lack of a relationship with God, the things that actually impact women and actually negatively impact their results will not get addressed. They'll just be told sweet lies and nothing will change. But somebody will get rich. But what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. Leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment section below. Thank you so much for listening if you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye.